This boy was sent to prison aged just 17, and today I will tell you his story. George Buzzing was born in 1856 in Kingston, Surrey, to George Buzzing and Anne Harding. His father worked as a labourer, and the family rented a room at St Leonard's Square. Sadly, his father passed away in 1870, when George was only 14. Just 2 years later, he was in trouble with the law. It said George Buzzing of Hobbs Cottage, Fairfield, and John Hanks of Mill Street, Kingston, both in the employ of Le Bond & Co., were charged with stealing a woolen shirt, value of 10 shillings 6pence, the property of Alfred Cook, draper of Maple Road. Detective Herbert stated about 8 o'clock last Wednesday he was in Portsmouth Road and saw both prisoners coming along towards Kingston. Seeing that Buzzing had something bulky under his top, he stopped and asked what it was. When he replied that it was a shirt that was going to be washed for a man in Surbiton. On looking at it, he saw that it was a new one and took him into custody. And prisoner afterwards admitted stealing it from a shop in Maple Road. Hanks, who ran away, was afterwards apprehended at his home, said he was with Buzzing and saw him steal the shirt. Both prisoners eventually pleaded guilty and were committed for 14 days with hard labour. George returned to live with his mother, and on the 25th of December 1877, aged 19, he married Mary Annie Kelly. They had a son William in 1879, Amelia in 1881, Charles in 1882, Elizabeth in 1883, and Alice in 1885. The family lived in Washington Road, where George worked as a labourer. A son Herbert was born in 1891, but sadly he died aged just 1 in 1892. More devastating news was to come, as his wife passed away in 1894. His mother-in-law moved in to help raise the children, and George worked as a coal porter. But more sad news came, as his daughter Alice passed away just 18 from tuberculosis, and his son Charles suffered the same fate in 1908, a disease that devastated so many families in this era. George worked as a coal porter the rest of his life. He passed away in 1924, aged 68. So rest in peace, you will be remembered.